नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo
भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ईश्वरा परमा कृष्णः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदः सर्वकारणकारणम। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you all the devotees for joining. So we have been reading Bhagavad Gita and second chapter. And let me share my screen. Okay, let me know when you are able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So we have covered 5 shlokas, right? So from 51, right? Second chapter, of course. The second chapter contents of Gita summarized, and we have covered till 55, but we will again just go through. So in 54, Arjuna asked a question, and then the question was, so Nihal, can you read the question which Arjuna asked in 54?
Yes. O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak and what is his language? How does he sit and how does he walk?
Very good. Then Krishna replied. So Manohar, can you read what Krishna responded in 55?
Yes, Prabhuji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind, thus purified, finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness.
Yes. So as you can see, 55, right? We all have desire. We can't say that we don't have desire, because desireless man is a dead man, right? Like this table does not have desire, right? A rock does not have desire. But as long as we are living, we will have desire. But what Lord is asking is, we have to purify our desire. And we have many varieties of desire. How many desires we have? Can somebody guess how many desire a living entity can have?
Unlimited.
Okay. Any other answer?
100.
Okay. Any other guess? So a living entity, scripture explain, can have 8.4 million desire. 8.4 million. Because 8.4 million species of life are there. And those 8.4 million species of life, they are based on the type of desire. So somebody has a desire to become a good swimmer, like a fish. So the next birth, chances that he will get a fish body. Somebody say, I wanted to run very fast like a horse. So then you get maybe horse body. Somebody say, no, yeah, or cheetah, yeah. And somebody say, no, I want to eat more meat, non-veg food. then that person may become tiger, right? Or lion or something, or some meat-eating animal. So 8.4 million species of life, 8.4 million desires. But Krishna is saying you abandon those variety of desire for sense gratification. Desire will be there, but dovetail desire in service of the Lord. Means only entertain those desire which helps you to move closer to Krishna. In other words, only pay attention to those desire which is conducive for your becoming Krishna conscious. So let's say somebody has a desire that I wanted to eat some nice stuff, but vegetarian. But how we need to dovetail? Whenever you prepare that vegetarian food, of course, no onion, no garlic, you offer to the Lord first. First, you offer to the Lord anything. You want to eat apple, you want to eat oranges, anything. Wash it, cut it, offer to the Lord, and then you can also enjoy as a prasadam, right? So what you're doing? You are doing the same activity. Earlier also you were eating, now also you're eating. What is the difference? Earlier, whatever you were eating without offering to Krishna, that is sinful. But now what you're eating, you are offering to Krishna. And how much time you invest? Just 5 to 10 minutes just for service of Krishna. But that 5 to 10 minute itself purify the quality of our desire. The mind is engaged in Krishna service. We accepted that Krishna is supreme. First, he has to eat, then I have to eat. He is the master, I am the servant. That attitude, when it comes, then we progress towards become devotee. Just by calling devotee, I cannot become devotee. If I wear the tilak, right? If I wear dhoti nicely, everything, kanthi mala, chanting bag also in hand. But if my activity is not of a devotee, then I will be cheating the audience, right? Because if a doctor is there and doctor's son is there, so doctor's son will wear the doctor coat, and if somebody comes that somebody is sick, then the doctor's son will say, "Can I come?" Then what question will ask that boy? Manar, what question you will ask if that somebody is sick and you are asking, the son of the doctor is saying, "Can I come to see the patient instead of my
Um,
father?" What you will ask?
I would ask, have you got your degree? Have you finished everything to become a doctor?
Yes, exactly. But he will say, "No, no, I have not done my medical degree, but I'm son of the doctor, na, because I'm wearing the coat of my doctor." Then he's cheating, right? So similarly, a devotee also like that. If I wear the tilak and I wear the kanthi mala in my neck, but my activities are not of a devotee. If I don't chant my round, if I don't read scripture, if I don't follow four regulative principle, then I will be cheating only. People may think I am devotee, but I will not be devotee, right? Similarly, like a doctor or son of a doctor, right? So Krishna is saying that you abandon those desire which is for sense gratification and arise from mental co-function. But you engage your desire in my service and find satisfaction in self. Okay, so now we are continuing. Dukkeshu anudvigna manaha. You can repeat after me. Dukkeshu anuvigna manaha. You can unmute and recite. So Manhar, Nihal, Kajal, you can unmute. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Dukshev Anudvigna Manaha.
Sukheshu vigataspraha.
Sukeshu
Vigataspraha. Vitaraga bhaya krodha.
Vitaragha Bhaya Krodha.
Sthitadhir muniruchyate.
Sthitadhir Muni Uchate.
Very good. So Kajal, can you read the translation in bold? Kajal Saha. Kajal, are you there? Are you available to read?
Kajal is Govinda.
Oh, okay. Govinda, are you there? Okay, then we move to Khushi. Can you read the translation? Khushi, are you there?
Can I read?
Let's check for others. Yash,
Yes,
are you available to read this translation?
yeah.
Go ahead.
One who is not disturbed in mind, even amidst the threefold miseries, or elated when there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, and anger, is called a sage of steady mind.
Very good. So now Krishna is saying, he's again giving another point, that one person dukheshu anuvignamanaha sukheshu vigdhaspaha. So usually our tendency is what? When some happiness come, immediately we get elated. If on Christmas your parents tell, I have a gift for you, immediately you are excited and you started jumping. And on your birthday, if your parents does not give you any gift, then dukheshu, you become sad that nobody give me the gift, right? So when your desire fulfilled, you are happy. When desire not fulfilled, you are dukhi. And you can look at your life, and you also ask your parent that, have you been sukheshu, happy all the time, and there is no dukh came? They will say, no, my dear son, my dear daughter, in my life also dukh and sukh is there. And you yourself, you can see, sometime you're happy, sometime you're sad, right? But Krishna is saying, whenever you get misery or you get happiness. So in the misery, your mind become agitated. In a happiness, your mind become elated. Krishna is saying, no, you don't get agitated. Do not get disturbed by misery, and do not get elated by happiness. Consider the happiness and misery, both are given by Krishna. We have no credit in either of them. So with that, your mind will be peaceful for that. And then Krishna is saying, Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. These four are enemy. Vita, attachment. If you are attached to something, some particular toy or something, then when you lose that, you will cry. Right? So Vita, Raga, free from Raga. Vita, Raga means free from Raga. Then Bhaya, fear. We get fearful easily. As long as we are not Krishna conscious, we'll remain fearful. Because in this material world, something will keep happening. Sometime it will storm, winter storm, sometimes summer storm, sometime war, something will keep happening. Then krodha, anger. Because when you become angry, your blood pressure increase. Or on the person you are angry, that person will get disturbed. So these raga, bhaya and krodha, Krishna is saying vita. You get free from raga, bhaya and krodha. All right, sir. First you told that when misery come, don't get disturbed. Then you told when you get happiness. No, just 1 minute. Then just 1 minute. So then you told, all right, in sad, when you're misery, when you are happy, when don't get attached to things, don't get fearful, don't get anger, then what I will get? What you will attain is Sthita Dhir. Your mind will be steady. And Muni Ruchade. You will call Muni. When you practice this, of course, this does not come overnight. It takes time. But you should practice. Keep this in mind that when some happiness comes, do not get agitated. When sadness comes, do not get agitated. Do not get attached to something. If something you lose, that's okay. That's Krishna willing. If you get, that is also Krishna willing. Don't get fearful. Believe in Krishna always. Believe that Krishna will protect us. Krodha. Don't get angry if your desires are not fulfilled. So then your mind will be always peaceful. Okay. So the next one. The next shloka. Ya sarvatra nabhineyayas. Can you repeat after me?
Yes.
Sarvatra nabhi.
Ya sarvatra nabhishnehas.
Tat tat prapya subham. Subha subham. Nabhinantinti nadveshti. Nandanti nadveshti. Tasya prajna pratishtitaha. So Govinda, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither pressing it nor despairing it is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge.
Very good. So now Krishna is saying in this material world, whatever so far Krishna said, right? If you practice that, and also you will be unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain. Because we do so many activity, right? Sometime good, sometime evil. He's saying neither praising it nor despising it. That you don't glorify those activity and don't get lament. That's something you're not able to do. That person will be fixed in a perfect knowledge. So if you get a good marks and you say, see, I studied so much. This is my capability. Krishna is saying, no, don't get puffed up like this. If you get good marks, give a credit to Krishna, your parents, your teacher, and be thankful to them. Say that because they bless me, they helped me, right? I was able to score good marks. So glorify them, don't glorify yourself. And if you don't get good marks, don't say that, see, my teacher is very bad. Krishna didn't help me. My parents are not paying attention. Don't complain. So when good and bad like this, right, you have no complaint on that. Then you are fixed in perfect knowledge. What does it mean? What Krishna is saying? Does that mean that when something bad happens, then don't pay attention? No, that does not mean that. But your mind will not get impacted by that. Be strong in the mind. Be strong. You should know what is good, what is bad. You should do always good. But never get any hate or never get attached to a particular activity. So Krishna is saying that if you are situated in that knowledge, then you are fixed in a perfect knowledge. Okay. So the next one. Yada samhrate chayam.
Yada Samharate
Chayam Kurmogniva Sarvasaha
Kurmo Gyani
Sarvasaha Indriyani Indriyarthebhyas
Indriyani Indriyarthebhya
Tasya Prajna Pratishtitaha.
Tasya Prajna Pratishtita.
Okay. Do we have Mihika join today? All right. I saw one more participant join with the name A. So whoever is Mr. A, can you read this translation?
Wait, which one?
The bold, this one.
One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness.
Very good. What's your good name?
Huh?
What is your name?
It's Ajitesh.
Avitesh.
No, Ajitesh.
Ajitesh. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ajitesh. Thank you, Ajitesh. So now Krishna is saying, see, now when Krishna explained this, then we want some example. So now Krishna is giving example. Krishna is a very good teacher because he's not only explained, but he also started giving the example also. Okay, so see what example he is giving. He's saying that one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draw its limbs within the shell. So of course, when tempted situation come, so when if somebody you ask you, right, what is strength? So let us see what is the strength. Manhar, what do you think? What is the real strength? When somebody say this person is very has good strength, what does that mean?
That he is really strong and like he is like that's how he's very strong.
He has biceps, triceps, he's a bodybuilder, right? That person we call strength. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Govinda.
Strength also is called like you have strength of drawing, like those strengths.
Okay, that is also strength. Okay. What else? Okay. So here, why I'm bringing this topic of strength is so that you can understand. So we think that somebody have six-pack abs, biceps, go to the gym, bodybuilder, some wrestler, that has strength. But actually, that is not the real strength. The real strength is when you are in a situation of the most tempted situation, and you don't put your hand in that. For example, you are in a plane and Ekadasi. Today is Ekadasi. I cannot eat grain. And today is also Ekadasi, right? Today is Ekadasi. So Ekadasi and the nice stuff is in front of you, the grains in front of you. And your friend will say, oh, my dear friend, I bought you such a nice food. Please eat. Although it is vegetarian, but you will say, no, today is Ekadasi. I can't eat grain. All the sense objects, which is food, is in front of you, but you still don't eat. That is the real strength. That is the real strength. That when the most tempting thing in front of you, but you don't touch, then you are a solid person. Even if you don't have six-pack abs, even if you are not a wrestler, but you have the real strength because your senses are under your control. That's what Krishna is saying, that one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects. How? As the tortoise draw its limb within the shell, So what happens to the tortoise? The tortoise, they come out from the forest and sometimes they are on the road. And when on the road, they are walking and sometimes horses come from behind. So the horses, if they climb over the tortoise, they can kill tortoise because tortoise back is strong, but the limbs are very soft. So what tortoise does is in that situation, he draws his limb inside the shell, and shell is very strong. So horses can pass, thinking that it's like a stone, and they get saved. So Krishna is saying that you do like tortoise. So we are also get tempted on Ekadasi day. We get tempted when some other, when we go to school and today's Ekadasi, your mom packed some Ekadasi food, and but some, you see other kids, they are eating some pizza or something. You get tempted. You say, "Oh, I can also break my fast. Let me eat." That is the first thought. But Krishna is saying, no. Then if you do that, you are weak. Your senses, you are not under control. So you control your senses. On Dwadashi, you can ask your mom to make pizza. On Dwadashi, you can eat. So only one day delay. But you please Krishna by that. Because Ekadasi is the queen of fasting. Ekadasi is a queen of fasting. So anybody who keep the fast of Ekadasi is very good. Is very, very good. Okay. So that's why it says that when you do like tortoise, the senses are in control, then you are firmly
Me
fixed.
too. I also fast.
Very good. Excellent. So then you will be in a perfect consciousness. Perfect consciousness. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Next. Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya vinivartante.
Vartante. Niraharasya dehinaha. Niraharasya dehinaha. Rasavarjam rasopi sapyasya. Savarjam raso apiyasya. Param drishtva nivartate.
Param drishtva nivartate.
Okay, so Manhar, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense object remains. But ceasing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness.
Yes, very good. So now Krishna is again taking us to the next level. That sometime anything we leave, like many people after before Krishna conscious coming, they have the tea and coffee. They have the habit of tea and coffee. So in the tea and coffee, the even devotees, right? They don't drink tea and coffee, but the taste is still there. So what they bring? They bring Gopal tea. Taste is still there. They left the tea with caffeine, but taste they have not left. Taste is still there. So they try some non-caffeine teas, coffee, and they sometimes devotee get cheated also. They think that it's a caffeine-less coffee, caffeine-less tea, so I can continue drinking tea and coffee as much I want, and it does not have caffeine. But they get cheated many times because there are still some part of unrestricted item is there in that, and our mind is still attached to the same tea and coffee. So when some wrong situation come, immediately you switch from non-caffeine to caffeine because taste you have not left. So Krishna is saying he's now taking it to a next level of advancement. He's saying embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment, okay? So Krishna is saying that sometimes we restrict ourselves. For example, one time you hear this lecture that see Prabhuji is saying that we should not watch too much TV, we should not play video games, and we should read Bhagavad Gita. So you hear that lecture, you get motivated, and you come home from temple and say to your mom, from today, I will not watch this nonsense cartoon. And your mom will say, oh, really? You say, yes, I will not watch. So you have not watched for 2 days. On third day, your neighbor is watching and you are outside, you're hearing some noise, some sound of the same cartoon. So you lend your ear, you say, oh, that cartoon is so nice, it's nice thing. So you still have a taste. Only 2 days you restricted yourself not watching that, but you still have a taste for the same object. But Krishna is saying that, but seizing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness. So some nonsense songs, Bollywood movie songs, right? Songs are nice, of course. Everybody wanted to hear nice, relaxing music. But you can only leave those songs only when you start hearing Krishna songs. If you don't hear Krishna song and leave that song, no, you still have a taste. So you have to replace, give some replacement to the senses. So that replacement is you start hearing Krishna songs. They're nice bhajan. They also have music. They also have nice lyrics. They also have good singer. You start hearing that. Then the nonsense songs of Bollywood and other, you will lose the taste. So Krishna is saying that you still have that taste. You have to replace with that. So for example, earlier also we were eating, now also we are eating. But now we are eating Krishna Prasadam. Earlier we were eating non-Krishna Prasadam. But now we are eating Krishna Prasadam. Same food, but only you change it. Similarly, those people who have a tea and coffee habit, they can easily leave by starting the milk. You can offer the nice milk to Krishna and then you can have it. Right? So why to try different teas? So the point is, until you experience a higher taste, you will not leave the lower taste. That's why Krishna is saying, Param Drishtva Nivartate. Param Drishtva Nivartate. You have to experience the higher taste. So novels and comic stories people read. Now, once you start reading Krishna conscious books, then you can easily leave those bad books because senses need some replacement. And in Krishna conscious is such a nice thing. It has everything. Chanting, dancing, feasting. Right? That's what people want. They wanted to eat nicely, they wanted to sing nicely, and they wanted to dance nicely. In Krishna conscious, you have all three of them. But you have to just replace that with a higher taste. This is called higher taste. Other is the lower taste. Once you do that, Krishna is saying that person consciousness is always stable. Is always stable. So the next one. Yatato hi api kaunteya.
Yatato
Kaunteya. Purushasya vipaschitaha.
Purushasya vipashchitaha
Indriyani paramathini.
indriyani pramatini
Haranti prasabham manaha.
haranti prasabham manaha.
Very good. Do we have Khushi available to read? Or Mihika?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Khushi. Can you read?
The senses are so strong and
impetuous.
Or, O Arjun, that they forcibly carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is endeavoring to control them.
Yes. So see, now Krishna is giving warning. So Krishna first given the advice, but now Krishna is giving a warning. What is that warning, sir? He's saying these senses are very strong. Don't underestimate. Don't underestimate those senses. They are impetuous and they forcibly carry away the mind. Forcibly. So sometimes we think, oh, now I'm Krishna conscious. So I can have any kind of association. Even if I have some bad friends, I can have their association, but it's okay. I will not change. And if sometimes parents also feel, oh, we should continue all the association, that's fine. Because we are Krishna conscious, so we will not get changed ourselves, even if we associate with them. Krishna is saying, no, don't underestimate your senses. Because any bad association, any bad exposure, even for few minutes, they will forcibly carry your mind. Even an intelligent person, a man of discrimination, an intelligent person, mind, even an advanced devotee mind, those situations can carry away and you lose control. You lose control. So if every Ekadasi day you keep associating with friends who eat grain, if you say that's okay, we will keep associating with them. Rather, on Ekadasi day, you should spend more time in hearing about Bhagavad Gita, chanting about Bhagavad Gita. But you say that's okay, let me go and play more. I'm not doing any sin, but let me play with the friends. No, but then their quality will also come. So on Ekadasi day, rather than talking about Krishna, you will talk about Spider-Man or Batman or Superman. Those fake heroes. You will keep getting their stickers. You keep buying the books which have Spider-Man, Batman stickers, and you put it in your room. You keep thinking about that. You keep thinking about those fake heroes who does not exist. If you say, hey, okay, let's meet Spider-Man. No, there is no person like Spider-Man. They are just fake. But there is only one superhero who's existing, who's also listening this conversation, who's present in your heart, and who's always with you in any situation.
Krishna.
That is Krishna. That is the real superhero. But in Ekadasi day, instead of talking about the real superhero, I talk about some famous film star, some nonsense film story, right? It's totally wastage of time. It's totally wastage of time. Don't associate with that. Reduce your as much as association you have to do in the school. That's enough. In the school, whatever association we do, that's enough. But if somebody is interested in hearing Krishna conscious, yes, with that person you can spend time. That person you can share. But too much involvement in nonsense activities will forcibly take your mind also. And we will also get derailed. And we have heard the story of Ajamila. We have heard of Bharat Maharaj. Right? Even the advanced devotee, they also get derailed. So don't never think that, oh, once I get initiated, that time I'm safe. That time I can get any association because I get initiated. No, never think that. Because I chanted one round today, so I can do anything. No. You have to constantly remember about Krishna. Constantly. Otherwise, Krishna is giving the warning that the senses are very strong. Don't underestimate it. It can drag to the lowest level. Even a great devotee, advanced devotee, the senses is so strong, it can pull the leg and put the devotee in the bottom level. If any day we don't chant our round properly, you can see how your day goes. If you're chanting one round, if you're not chanting, chant. Practice is start chanting. I will start one round every day. Take a vow that one round I will do. Maximum 7 minutes it takes. You take a vow that one round I will do whatever happen. Whether sun or rain, rain or no rain, I will chant my round. Even if I get sick, still I will chant my one round. When you do that, your life goes very smooth. And Krishna is happy. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. When Krishna is happy, the whole world can be happy from you. Remember this statement. If Krishna is happy, whole world can be happy with you. But if Krishna is not happy, whatever best you give in an exam, whatever best when you start working in a job, nobody will be happy, even if you do your best, because you are not given your best to Krishna.
Like in the story when the Pandavas went to the forest.
Yes. What is the story?
Like Durvasa Muni came with his 100
Yes. Wonderful example.
and then there was no food and then
Krishna just took one spinach bit and he's satisfied. And then 60,000 rishis, Durvasa rishis has thousands of rishis. They got satisfied. But we have to put the faith in this statement that when Krishna is happy, everything will be happy. Everything will be happy. So before you go to school, just pay obeisances to Krishna. Okay. Try to chant one round in the morning before going to the school. Or if you can't chant, then while you're going in a bus or car, chant on the way one round. Say that Krishna, today I could not able to wake up early, but before I reach my school, I will chant one round. If you can't chant somehow, then while coming from school, you can chant. But chant one round daily. Don't sleep without chanting one round. Start with one round. And then you can graduate. Okay. So I stopped myself here. So first you can ask any question and then we can chant one round. So what we covered 5 verses today. So 55 till 60 we covered. Okay. So any question or clarification? Yes, Ajitesh, right? Ajitesh, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to tell you something that I also know that Krishna, he controls all his senses.
Krishna controls
He
all the
controls
senses.
all the senses.
Yes. That's why his name is Rishikesha. He controls all the senses. Yes. But at the same time, we have to give some effort, right? He can control our senses because if we engage our senses in Krishna service, then he can direct our senses to the right stuff. And you get the result also very nicely. Because he's the controller of our senses. So if he's the controller of our senses, then what is our duty? Our duty is to satisfy him. As you said, he is the controller. So then if he's the controller, I should satisfy the controller, not the controlled. So we are controlled. So I should put my endeavor to satisfy him because he's the controller. He's the master, I'm the servant. Right? Okay, any other question or comment? All right. So now I would request everybody, if you have chanting bag, can you pick up your chanting bag and come to your same place again? And we'll talk about the importance of chanting. And then we will also chant one round. So please bring your chanting bag. All right. So today I would like to share this verse. Right? So as you can see here, it says that नाम चिंतामणि कृष्ण चैतन्य रस विग्रह पूर्ण शुद्धो नित्य मुक्तो अभिन्नात्मन्नाम नामिनो. This comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 17 chapter 133rd verse. And it says that the holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benediction, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name under any condition, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of its being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. So he says, Nama Chintamani Krishna. This Nam, this chanting, when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So one innocent girl asked that ये chanting करने से क्या होता है? By doing this chanting, what happens? One, small girl asked one Maharaj innocently. This Naam, what we do chanting, Krishna's name is called Chintamani. Chintamani. Chinta means misery. Mani means solution. So this Chintamani, this Krishna's name, is the solution of all the problem. Is the solution of all the problem, whatever problems we have. So the threefold miseries, right? Threefold miseries. We have Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik. So Adi Devik, natural catastrophe happen, right? Adi Bhautik happened when another living entity, right, attack another living entity. Miseries like mosquito gives misery to us, other living entity give misery to us. And then third is our own body and mind may give misery. You say, Prabhuji, how our own body we give? No, your mind, sometimes you make mistake. So what is that? You say, oh, today my mind is not working, right? So your mind give the misery, right? And this body also have sometimes pain. You say, oh, today I wake up, my leg is hurting. So it's a misery. Your own body is giving misery. But here what is said, that Nama Chintamani, Krishna's name is the ultimate solution. So why a different miseries is because we are in this body. Because of material body, we have these miseries. How we can get rid of this body and get spiritual body, which is our original body, that is possible by Krishna's holy name. That is only possible by Krishna's holy name. Why, sir? Because Krishna's holy name, when we chant, that's a ticket. See, Vaikuntha we have to go, right? So when Vishnu Dutas will come, they have the plane. Like Ajamila's story, they have the plane. So in the plane, you need a ticket. So where is the ticket? Even if plane comes, but if there is no ticket, then you will not get. So Nama Chintamani, that this Krishna's name when we chant, that is your ticket. So as of now, you chant one round and gradually elevate. Okay, today now I will chant 2 rounds, then I will 3. And when you fully grown up, you can chant 16 rounds daily, as Srila Prabhupada recommended. But sir, this chanting by name, what I will get? See, this name is Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. This name has a form, which is Krishna. And Rasa, it has a taste. You say, Prabhuji, but we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. We chant like this, but there is no rasa. We are not getting. No, but there is a rasa. If you chant nicely, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you chant nicely, initially you may not have experienced taste. And that is not because initially holy name is bitter. No, holy name is always sweet. But our tongue get bad taste. We got a jaundice disease. Like in jaundice, when somebody gets jaundice disease, that time you give some sweet laddu, that person will throw the laddu. They say, this is bitter. No, the laddu is not bitter. You got disease. So Krishna's name is always sweet. Krishna's name is always sweet. But our tongue get bad taste. And Chaitanya is fully conscious. This Krishna's name is a personality. Purna Shuddho is complete, Shuddho, fully pure, Nitya Mukto, fully liberated. Abhinnatmam Nama Namino. This Krishna's name and Krishna is non-different. So when we chant Krishna's name, you are actually associating with Krishna. If you say, Prabhuji, I wanted to associate with Krishna. Okay, start chanting. Then you will associate with Krishna. Because Krishna's name and Krishna is not different. When we say Krishna, immediately Krishna starting. We say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hey, Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna started dancing on our tongue. But you say, Prabhuji, but we are not able to see. No, we are not able to see because we have done so much offenses. We have done so much aparad. But when all the aparad offenses are cleared, one name of Krishna, when you chant, you will experience Krishna. Okay. So now let's chant one round of Krishna. Okay. So everybody will pick up your chanting bag. And as I told last time, right? This chanting beads. Chanting beads. So this is Krishna. If somebody is new to the chanting, this middle portion is Krishna. We start chanting like this. We come like this and we don't cross. We return through this route again and come back to this route. And then we go back again here and then come back here. And this we say, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. You can repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Nityananda,
Shri
Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi
Radhi
Gaura Bhakti
Gaurabhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda.
Okay. Once you do that, when you holding this, and then you chant, and make sure these beads will move towards you, so that you'll keep blessing Krishna's blessing like this. Okay. So now let's chant. Everybody will chant. You can unmute your phone. Don't be shy. If you are not chanting nicely or nicely, don't be shy. So chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Everybody
Hare
unmute.
Krishna, Hare
Don't be
Krishna,
shy. Unmute.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Yash
Hare Rama,
Khushi Govinda, you
Hare
can unmute.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा. So devotees who are still chanting, you can continue and finish your round. Don't leave your round in the middle. Finish your round, and after that Panchadev Panchasattva prayer you can recite. So today there is no drawing class. So Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry, I took little more time, but I thought because there is no drawing class, that's why I thought let children to continue.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, kids, today is no drawing class because Mataji is stuck in her work. So, we have to resume our class by next week, drawing class, as well as the Bhagavad Gita also. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev
Jai.
ki jai. Vancha
His Grace Samant
kalpatarubhyascha.
Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Vancha
Hare Krishna.
kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much. Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
everyone.
Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.